What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hop to LA Events on Tap,
episode 16,
covering all the awesome things happening in LA beer this week. So, a little bit of news to kick things off. Modern Times downtown LA location, the Dankness Dojo, is finally open. Gary, you were just there, I think, today.
Yep.
Tell us about it.
So this is an awesome addition to downtown LA, right on Olive Street, in between 8th and 9th. You walk right in, you got the coffee shop vibe, you got the restaurant, cruise on towards the back, you have the full brewery, a tasting room, a bunch of amazing beer, and the classic kind of Modern Times, crazy, unique art installation. Got duck hunt on the wall, colorful strings everywhere, really cool space. Really great addition to the downtown LA beer scene, very welcome. So today we're drinking, as a commemoration to their opening, open in Los Angeles. It's a hazy IPA collaboration between Highland Park and Modern Times. Just check out this can. This thing is ridiculously cool, but is the beer as good? Let's give it a whirl. Ridiculously solid hazy IPA right here. This one's clocking in at 8%, so I personally call it a double IPA. I think they're calling it a single IPA, but just really soft mouthfeel, orange juice, grapefruit juice, a little bit of sweet tart, and just a touch of bitterness, enough to keep you going throughout the day.
That's fantastic. We're going to keep sipping on these beers, but let's talk about what's coming up. Kick things off with our featured event of the week. It's the LA Beer and Food Festival happening this Saturday, January 27th at 3 p.m.
This is one of our favorite beer events of the entire year. Basically, all the LA area breweries pouring, a bunch of local restaurants serving complimentary bites. Just really cool vibe at Mack Studios, right in the heart of Silver Lake. Tickets are on sale, $60 for GA, $75 for VIP. They're both worth it. We're going to be there selling our LA Brewery shirt. So check it out, grab tickets, we'll see you guys there. Coming up on Tuesday, January 23rd, Bottle Logic Night is coming to Tony's Darts Away in Burbank.
Expect some extra special pours of some amazing Bottle Logic beers that you may or may not have had before. Nonetheless, always a great time at Tony's and always a great tap list. Then the next day on Wednesday, January 24th, starting at 5 p.m., it's a one-night stand with Smog City Brewing at Beer Belly in Long Beach.
Smog City's bringing out some great beers for this event, including this year's version of their Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout, Infinite Wishes. You're also going to be able to try last year's version, a red wine barrel aged version, and a bunch of other really, really good beers. This is one to not miss if you can get your way down to Long Beach and check it out. And on Wednesday, January 24th at 6 p.m., Common Space Brewery is having a tap takeover and Steal the Glass night at Eureka Tasting Kitchen in Hawthorne.
This is a brand new brewery in Hawthorne, and this is the first time that their beers are going to be pouring for the public. So you're going to get a chance to meet the team and try a bunch of beers that you have not had before. We recommend you guys check that one out. Then on Friday, January 26th, El Segundo Brewing is finally releasing the 2018 version of their Power Plant Triple IPA. This is a good one.
Yeah, this is LA's local rival to Russian River's Pliny the Younger. This is a really amazing beer. So this year they're having a little preview night the night before on Thursday. Then the official release on Friday. It's a day one release, so they're sending fresh kegs and bottles super early in the morning out to all their bottle shop and beer bar accounts across Southern California. And then they're having their official party at the brewery where they're having Power Plant as well as a number of other really, really great beers to commemorate the occasion, including their first hazy IPA, which we haven't tried, and it sounds really good.
If you know El Segundo, you know it's going to be really good.
Then on Saturday, January 27th, Southland Beer in Koreatown is coming with the third edition of their Coffee, Beer, and Donuts event, where they're pairing coffee beers and donuts.
Yeah, it does not get much better than that. The tap list is still being announced, so details are pretty thin, but you know that we'll keep our event page updated as the details are announced. Keep an eye out. On Saturday, January 27th, our buddies at Indy Brewing Company are celebrating their second anniversary.
Woo! They're celebrating with 2 new beers. Their Superfood Saison is coming back to cans, as well as a new Hazy Double IPA, which, if history is any indicator, is going to be a good one. They also have music, food, different vendors for the occasion. So it's going to be a good party. The next day, on Sunday, January 28th at 12 p.m., Eagle Rock is celebrating their 8th anniversary with a nice old school style luau.
You can grab $25 tickets in advance or $30 tickets at the door, but expect a lot of great beer. 5 pours come with that ticket, a commemorative glass, and a chance to try their new anniversary Hazy Double IPA. Looking forward to that one.
And a whole roasted pig.
So that does it for this week for events, but let's look at some stuff happening next month. First of which, Boomtown Brewery is celebrating their 3rd anniversary on Saturday, February 3rd, starting at 12 p.m.
The party's lasting all day long. They're going to be releasing a new anniversary beer that you can try. They'll be having some live screen printing for their anniversary t-shirts. They have food, DJs. It's going to be a party. If you know Boomtown, it's such a good time over there. We really like those guys. Go on and check it out. On Saturday, February 10th at 12 p.m., Los Angeles Ale Works in Hawthorne is celebrating their 1st anniversary.
We're super stoked for these guys celebrating their 1st anniversary. Expect some awesome beer on tap, as well as beer in different packaging formats, such as cans, bottles. Plus, they're releasing their very first barrel-aged funky beer.
Funky. Congrats to our boy Kip.
Cheers. Funky. And last but not least, on Saturday, March 3rd, starting at 9:30 a.m., nice and early, it's the 5th annual LA IPA Fest at Mohawk Bend.
This is another one of our favorite beer events of the entire year. This is when a bunch of breweries from all over Southern California bring their best hoppy beers all to the table for judges to try and for you to try. So, like Max said, 9:30 a.m. The line starts early for this one, so expect to wait unless you get there number 1 in line. But it lasts all day long. You're gonna get to try some amazing hoppy beers. Judges announce in the afternoon around 4 p.m. But if you don't make it that day, you can go the next day on Sunday. They're gonna be serving all the leftovers for whatever hasn't tapped. This is, if you're an IPA fan, this is ground zero. You have to be here.
Highly recommend.
No tickets, just show up, but do expect a line.
Yeah.
This is a really good event.
So that does it for this episode for Events on Tap. Of course, we'll be back again next week. In the meantime, drink Indy.
Drink local.